Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Murni Athirah from Tesl 1. So today I will be presenting on Maria and the Melody and the Cure. So Maria is a short story written by Che Husna Azhari. She was born on 8 November 1955 and she is from Kota Baru, Melo, Kelantan. And the Melody and the Cure is written by Catherine Lim. She was born in 23rd March 1942 in Kedah, Malaysia. In 1970, she immigrated to Singapore. So multicultural elements in this both short story. There are 5, which is social issue, family relationship, belief system, value system, and gender issue. So the first one is social issue. So in Maria, the social issue is polygamy. It's a polygamy and they occur between Cik Yam and Maria. So Cik Yam has agreed to the second marriage of her husband. She really loved him and she did not want him to be sad, so she agreed with it. At first, she was upset and she quite is sad when she heard that her husband want to get married. However, the next morning she give her permission to Pa Imam to get married with Maria. And this issue occur on whether she really want to let the polygamy occur between her and Maria. She let him marry again as she cannot have child, so she want Pa Imam to get child and be happy. In my opinion, I will never agree with Cik Yam as I did not really I'm not agree on polygamy. Even though I really love my future husband, I will never do accept polygamy. I think that even when they cannot have son or daughter, they cannot have child together, they still can use other method to get child, such as adopt and using IVF. So the next, and the Melody and the Cure, the social issue is the serious illness, which is Melody. So Melody is a serious illness experienced by most of the civil servants. So the Melody, the illness strikes every single organ in Mr. Psycho fine body. The illness make the patient unable to do anything they want. There were many other civil servants that suffer the same illness, which is Melody illness, and most of them need the same cure. I did agree that Melody is a serious illness as it prevent people from doing anything they want. They will feel sick for the whole body and they cannot do anything. However, it is still a real life for me that this illness has a cure for them. So the next issue is family relationship. So in Maria, the family relationship is between the husband and the wife. It is a love and hate relationship. Imam and Yam has a really loving relationship. They will always take care of each other, and people will always come for them to ask for an advice for their marriage. And most of them, when they come to their house, they will get advice and make a new resolution. They refer both of them, Imam and Cik Yam, as a loving family, or an exemplary household. Others others scene that we can see is when Imam, he portray his love to Cik Yam by keep telling her the truth on everything he feel. He also keep apologize to her, and and saying that he will keep loving her even though he will get married with Maria. In my opinion, this show that they are having a strong bond, a strong love bond between them, and if, even when Cik Yam get angry with him, he still forgive her and still take care of him as usual. They still love each other very much, and their marriage uh, uh, their marriage are still strong. Their marriage relationship are still strong for each other. While for the male lady and the cure, the family relationship that we can see is between a father and his sons. Mr. Saikohpan is really strict toward his sons, which his four sons. Okay. It occurred when he changed his son's name into Hanyu Pinyin. In Hanyu Pinyin form, even though he know that his son protest. He know that his son find that their new names are ridiculous and difficult to pronounce, but he still want to proceed it as their new name. And he said that they will only respond to their Hanyu Pinyin names, whether they are at home or in schools. In my opinion, I don't really agree with his with his action toward his sons. I mean that we should let our own child to choose whether they want to use their old name or their new name in school or at home. It is because that we should let them to be comfortable with their names, and not not they should be comfortable with their names. And I think that he should not be strict because of names only. I mean that it's just a name. Why will you be so strict because of that? And next issue is belief system. So in Maria, it is a religious belief, which mean that they believe in Islam. Cik Yah and Imam. Okay. Imam, he always punctual in his prayers and daily in the mosque. He also averting his case, as he know that according to Quran injunction, it is important for men to lower their gaze. Others other scene that we can see is when he believe that he also keep asking God to forgive him because of what he has done, because of the mistake he had done. He believed he had done. He keeps saying that, oh God, forgive me. And other thing is when he also believe in God, when uh, he believed that it was designed by God to heal his heartbreak, because he had for the Sheikh daughter when he met Maria. In my opinion, it really showed that they really believe, Pak Imam he really believe in Islam, as he do everything according to the Islam belief. He did what he was asked, and he left anything that he should not do. So next is the melody and the cure. Uh, it is doing more than they expected, which means that they believe in going. Mr. Saikah pun, he believe in going more in extra mile. It can be seen when he had 4 child instead of 3 or 2. 3 or 2. He did, even when the campaign said that stop at 2 and have 3 or more if you can afford, he went more and had 4 children. Other things that we can see is when other thing that we can see is when he cut his hair short and keep it short during the campaign time. In my opinion, I did agree that he really go over. It is because he did things that he's supposed to do, but he did it more than what we expected. Uh, it, for example, as having 4 kids instead of 3, and having 4 kids instead of 3. Okay, so next issue is value system. So in Maria, the value system is a devoted high five. She value in her husband, which means that Cheyam, she always take care of him for the past 15 years. She will make sure that she make sure that she prepare food for him every day, and as she had a great skills in cooking and housekeeping. And other things is she also agreed to the second marriage of her husband, because she really value her husband. She want him to be happy, and she uh, did not want him to be sad all the time or be in a worry all the time. Even though it hurts her feeling and she feels sad on it, she still give the permission for him to be happy and have child with her, with Maria. So in the melody and the cure, the value system is patriotism, which means that Mr. Psychopan really value in his country. He value it vigorously. An example we can see from this is when he was stung by a large and most vicious bee. During that time he was singing the national anthem, and the bee sting him, but he did not even flinch or move, and he kept himself standing straight, even though when the sting made him feel little paler little paler and in pain. He still standing straight and sing the national anthem till the end. Other example that we can see is when the doctor first suggests him that he should speed, litter, or swear and go against his country to cure his illness. He did not. He refused to do it. To do it, he said that he he really loves his country and he will never do that. He is the son of his country, and how can he do that? How can he do that to his country? And he know that it was the cure for his illness, but at first he did not want to do it. In my opinion, I did agree that he is really patriotism patriotism. He he really value his country. That it mean that I think that I should uh follow his example, because how can you do that for your how can you you should not speed or litter or do anything bad to your country. It is if you really love your country, you should never do that. You should respect and support in everything your country do. Other thing is uh other thing is uh when she when he support everything that the country do. I think that we if we want to be a proud citizen, we should do support in everything our country do. So next issue is the gender issue. So in Maria, it was a discrimination on women, which mean that in this short story, Pa Imam blame on her wife because they cannot get pregnant, cannot get pregnant. He said that bearing children was a woman job, and fertility had nothing to do with men. It showed that how he discriminate women because of that issue, because of the issue that actually that issue can be blamed on men too. Fertility is also a problem for men and not women only. And I did not agree with how he blamed women because of that. I mean that he should realize that fertility had problem with men too and not only women. Uh, people should also put blame. People should also people should realize this problem, as we all know, most of the issue when a family cannot get pregnant, most of them will blame women because of that. But they, they but in real life, in but actually the problem can occur on both of men and women, both wife and the husband. People should have more information on this issue, and should not be close-minded on this issue. So while the melody and the cure, there is no gender issue in this short story because there is not so much part that tell about men and women because most of them tell about Mr. Saikapoh only and Mr. Saikapoh and his country and not about women. And that's the end. Thank you for listening.